As of December 2020, the Dallas-Fort Worth real estate market saw home prices soar over 12% compared to the previous year. And we're not seeing any signs of that slowing down. So don't buy a home until you watch this video. Hey everyone, my name is Nick Good. I'm your favorite Dallas-Fort Worth realtor. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, please go ahead, hit that subscribe and notification bell down below. And thank you so much for watching. And there's going to be so many helpful tips, so you'll want to watch all the way through the end. So expectation number one, look, this real estate market is nuts here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I never thought I would be saying this, but expectation number one when it comes to buying a home here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is expect long lines and having to wait outside to get into the home to see. Right? Never thought I would say that, by the way. So you're going to want to budget a little extra showing time if you're looking at multiple houses that day, because we're seeing times, 10, 15, 20 people outside before it's your turn to get into that home. So bring some snacks, bring some drinks, just get ready that there may be long lines to get into that house. With that being said, right, with the market being as strong as it is, as you need to be on standby, you need to have your go bag ready, that when a new home hits the market that matches your criteria, you need to be ready to go and see it right then and there, right? That way you're one of the first ones in. You can know if you're ready to make an offer on that property or not, or you can just trash it and move on to the next house. So expectation number one, expect long lines and be on standby. When that new home hits the market, you're ready to go and see that house so you can make an offer on it. Expectations number two is expect multiple offers. And with those multiple offers, expect to pay over the seller's asking price. So later in this video, I'm going to give you some helpful tips on how to win out in a multiple offer situation. But I want to give you a little side nugget. When it comes to multiple offers, one little advantage and one thing that you'll want to have to help win as well is you'll want to use a local lender. And I say this because we're seeing a lot of relocating buyers. California, a lot of people come from Atlanta, New York, here into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And look, I understand you want to use, you may bank with a large local or large big bank, and you want to use their mortgage company. But a lot of times what we see, unfortunately, the bigger lending institutions don't close on time. And in the real estate agent community, they have a negative reputation. So one of the side local tip nuggets is use a local reputable lender. We work with several. We can refer them to you. You'll get great service, great rates, low costs, right? That's what everyone wants. So expectation number three of what to expect is expect that you're going to lose out most likely on homes, right? You're going to go see one that you fall in love with. You're going to make an offer and you're going to lose, right? Unfortunately, I hate having to say that, but let's just set that expectation, rip that Band-Aid off now, that you most likely will lose out on maybe one or two homes before you get in under contract on the home that you end up moving into. So just be prepared for that. Just let you know, we will get you into a great house. Don't you worry about that. So just be prepared that you may fall in love. You may lose on some of those, but don't compare it to the last one. Just go move forward, trust the process, and you'll get into a great house. Expectation number four, again, with this amazing market, this hot market that we're in, expect to pay over asking price for the home. I'm not going to use the word overpay, right? I've heard some agents say expect to overpay. I'm not going to use that because of what we're seeing here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is that we're seeing home prices continuing to soar, and the expectation over the next 5 years is that home prices will continue to increase about roughly 18 to 20%. So I'm not going to call it overpaying. I'm just saying expect to go over that seller's asking price in order to win. Again, that little helpful tip. So going over asking price in order to win, right? So what we're seeing a lot of times right now for our buyers and our clients winning out on multiple offers is a little addendum called an appraisal waiver when it's written into their offer. You make a strong offer with an appraisal waiver. And what an appraisal waiver is and what that means to you is that you're agreeing to buy the house at the agreed upon price, regardless of what the appraisal comes in at. So let's use an example. Let's say there's a house listed at $400,000. You make an offer at $450,000 with an appraisal waiver, right? The appraisal comes in at $400,000. you're still agreeing to pay $450,000 for the house. So you do have to come up with the $50,000 difference, out of your own pocket. So we are seeing people win. That's the reason why we always recommend using a local lender as well, because local lenders versus the big banks and credit unions, they have more local appraisers that they get to hire and choose from. So that is a little helpful tip that we're seeing. So with that, expectation number 5 is don't expect the house to appraise if you're going significantly over asking price. Just be prepared that you're going to have to pay the appraisal difference. So that is something that we're seeing. Have a client right now that's paying $15,000 difference. They're still happy. They're still getting into a home, and their home values will continue to increase over the next 5 years. So it's a great house. Expectation number 6 of what to expect is with home prices increasing all over Dallas-Fort Worth, we need to be a little bit more flexible with the locations, your areas that you would like to buy in, right? Because let's say that you want to buy in Plano, Texas. Plano, Texas, very competitive marketplace. And if you're losing out, or if your budget does not allow for you to be in Plano, or you're most likely not going to win any offers in Plano, you need to be more flexible and looking at the other areas. Look into going north to Melissa, to Anna, to Princeton, to maybe Nevada, to Wiley, right? Just being a little bit more open to outside areas other than your main preferred area. Another helpful tip is typically when a seller's agent, right? When the seller's agent sets a highest and best offer deadline. This is your time to not mess around. This is your time to shoot your best shot and get your best offer in right away. Don't leave any fuel on the tank, right? Last thing we want to see is as our clients losing out on a home by $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even though that they would be willing to pay that, but they just wanted to see, what the seller's response was. Unfortunately, we've seen some people, some buyers test that out. They've lost. And it's a frustrating process when you lose, and then you got to continue looking for houses. So shoot your best shot when the seller's agent gives that highest and best offer deadline. Typically, we see, if it's on a weekend, we typically see the highest and best offer deadline. It's usually Sunday evening or Monday morning before the seller's agent presents offers to that seller. We're also seeing, so let's move over into new construction. Let's go look at what the builder's doing. We're seeing the same thing in the new construction market, right? We're seeing that with low inventories, like the builders don't have a lot of land, or they're having high demand, and we're seeing that builders are actually limiting the number of contracts they're writing. And these are some of the builders writing every single month. They're limiting the number of contracts they're writing so that the following month, they can increase prices. So they'll increase prices on that same floor plan, that same house, by $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. So if you do find a new construction home, and it's the one that you're looking for, and you're willing to build, and you're willing to wait the 6, 7, 8, 9 months it takes to build, do not delay on making that decision, because it's going to cost you $5,000 to $20,000 more if you wait 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? The builders have so much demand that you're going to have to make that decision right then and there. Another little side nugget, little helpful tip. You do not get a better deal not using a real estate agent. So we always recommend use a real estate agent when it comes to negotiating and buying and building with a new construction builder. Right? Sometimes these builder sales reps, remember, the builder sales rep works for the builder. They'll want to make it feel like they're helping and representing you, but they're not, right? They still have management that's breathing down their neck, making sure that they're writing enough contracts, they're getting at the right profit margin, the right spread. So you do not get a better deal not using an agent. So we always say use an agent, make sure they have your best interest in mind, and to make sure that you're getting the best deal on that house. Again, the deal may be that you get blinds, you get appliance package, etc., because it's not going to be on the price. So please comment down below. if you're out looking at houses or if you're considering buying a home, let me know your thoughts. What are you feeling right now? By the way, it may seem scary just hearing all this, but it's setting the expectations. You will win. We are getting first-time home buyers into houses. We're getting people that need to sell. We're getting sell and buy. We're getting people that are relocating into the area into homes, right? But it's better to set those expectations up front. So comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings of what's going on in this marketplace if you are considering buying a home. And if you are looking to relocate or if you're looking to buy here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Good Home Team, myself, would love an opportunity to help you get into that new home, right? You can reach out to me by going to thegoodhometeam.com. So go to our website. You can search all available Dallas-Fort Worth homes for sale there, or you can always call us at 972-215-7653. 972-215-7653. Leave a comment down below. I'll always message you back. And again, if this was valuable to you, please share this out, subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out the other videos. Let me know how I can help you out.